You can pay your bills at OXXO, at the grocery stores, the pharmacies. Like, you can go in person and pay at all those places. But I feel like my microphone is too low. If you're late on paying it, you have to go to like the official government location. But I've done this before, and I don't know how I figured it out.
Guess I gotta hit him with the update. Really with it, I ain't got a pump fade. Killer flow and hit him with the one take. Please tell me what's to them boys. I know they ain't talking about me. Hold up.
Buenos dias. Well, I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. My name is Misako Envela, and thank you so much for pressing play on today's video. I just got out of an amazing workout class. It's probably my favorite workout class in the city, and I'm walking to pay my water bill. This is a pro tip. Well, first of all, they do not play about your they're like, this is the last day you can pay. That water will be off the following morning. And I didn't receive my water bill until after the due date. I don't know how that happened, but it was at my door and it was due the day before, and it was too late for me to run out and pay it. So I am currently walking to the place, because the thing with Mexico is, if you are late on your payment date, you can pay your bills at OXXO, at the grocery stores, the pharmacies. Like, you can go in person and pay at all those places. But I feel like my microphone is too low. If you're late on paying it, you have to go to like the official government location. But I've done this before, and I don't know how I figured it out, because at the time my Spanish wasn't that good. I think I literally happened to just stumble by the building. So that's just a pro tip. If you're ever late, like if you're traveling, because a lot of these situations, if you don't have a Mexican bank account, you're going in person every month. Like, I go to the bank every single month to pay my water bill, my gas bill. I don't pay electricity, water, gas, and then my Wi-Fi as well. I used to be able to use my PayPal account for my Total Play account. That's the service I use, but now it doesn't work. The connection doesn't work, so I have to go to OXXO. Anyways, so if you're traveling, and you can't pay these things, I'm gonna walk through here so you can see this beautiful little walkway. If you're traveling and you can't pay these things, you will come back and your services will be cut off. They do not play about that deadline. And so I've had plenty of times where I've like had to run around the day I got back so that my utilities would come back on. And for a lot of them, like, even if the store is open, but if the OXXO is open, but that company isn't open, it doesn't matter. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, if where you go to pay your bill is open, like an OXXO or 7-Eleven, the pharmacies, but the utility companies are closed, you still can't pay it. So it can be a little tricky, but we're gonna get it done today, and I'm gonna show you what this building looks like, so that if this ever happens to you, you know where to pay. It's between the Roma Norte and Condesa area. So I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna arrive in a couple minutes. Everything in the city is just so beautiful. I wanted to share before I turned my mic off. This message actually came to me as I was walking to my workout class, but I couldn't get it out before I had to start the class. I just want to remind you that you are creating the blueprint for your life. I saw a tweet or something shared a while ago where someone says, like, how did they put it? Like, you can't find the blueprint for what you're trying to do because you're the one that's supposed to make it. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately in relation to my channel, specifically vlogging. Well, a lot of things, but I thought about it when I picked up my camera to vlog, because I was honestly really surprised when a lot of you commented that the content you wanted to see was vlogging content, because I don't know, I don't think my vlogs are that strong. And I had an idea in my mind of what a vlog should be, the type of content, the way it's shot, and my style just like never really aligns with what I'm envisioning. I know that that's going to take practice, but listen to the street music. I don't know if that's royalty free. Hold on. Continuing with my lesson of the morning. I had this vision of what vlogs should look like, what my videos should look like, because I was trying to follow someone else's blueprint, or a lot of people's blueprints, but I forgot that I had the power to create my own, and that just because my style doesn't match with someone else's doesn't mean it's any less valuable. And it was just like really affirming to recognize that within myself, and I wanted to share that with all of you. And also thank you for taking the time to tell me what you like, what you want to see more of, and yeah, I really appreciate it. So I just wanted to share that, remind you, you're creating the blueprint, baby. You have the power. I just arrived at the building, and I want to share with you that it's at Chihuahua and Monterrey. Okay? And I'm going to show you the front of the building as well. You need to know this. I have not seen a video where anyone has included this information, and this is crucial, especially if you're planning to be here long term. This is where you need to go. I've given you all of that information, and that actually might not be the case anymore. Let me go inside and make sure I can actually do this. Gracias. Hasta luego. Buen día. We're good. So it does still work. Wow, that's really zoomed in. That's where you will make it happen. If it doesn't work for like Wi-Fi, for like Total Play at least, if you go and pay, like as soon as you go and pay your Total Play, if it's been cut off, it'll turn back on. I only know that about Total Play. I don't know anything about the other internet providers, and that is only for like government companies. Good to know, and I'm happy that it's still the location and that it still works. I've had a couple of people asking me about my health routine, skincare routine, overall wellness related things. I'm just going to show you the things I do to stay healthy. A fellow H. pylori girl in the comments, Gastromen HP. I was taking this for a while, and I actually stocked up on a bunch. I thought that I would need more of them for my healing journey, but I didn't end up needing them until now. My symptoms started popping up, and I'm telling you, after one day of using this, I started to feel so much better. It has mastic gum and vitamin U, which really help with this that we're dealing with. So look into Gastromen HP. The next thing I try to do is get my steps in. Not all of my steps, but I like to get out and walk in the city, especially when it's early in the morning. It's not as hot, pollution doesn't feel as heavy yet. I like to get some steps in. I've been not so good about this the past couple of days. Like I've been waking up early and going straight into work, or I'll go straight to a workout class. But sometimes when I don't have a workout class lined up, I'll use it as an excuse to just get into work when I need to get outside. We need to get that sunlight on our skin. Also, something that's really been helping me get outside, turning my phone off the night before and not turning it on until I'm ready for it to be on, or just keeping my phone on Do Not Disturb. I'm really actively trying to break my phone addiction. I'm pretty good about scrolling now. Like I mean, don't get me wrong, I could be on TikTok for decades, but like I don't watch Instagram stories anymore. That has significantly decreased the amount of time I spend on that app. I'm just watching more YouTube on my TV. It just feels so good. But the thing that really gets me is texting, like, or calling people. I love to talk to my friends on the phone, FaceTime my friends, and when I see they've texted, like, I want to call. And I just lose hours of my day just being on the phone with people. And so I'm trying to like get better about that, saving my phone calls until fix my hat. Hold on. Trying to save my phone calls for like my lunch break or after work so that I can actually get things done, because I really struggle with task switching. So constantly like going in between work and calling friends and FaceTiming friends is not good for my focus. And so I found that keeping my phone off, which I learned from my friend Ayanda, shout out to Ayanda, and just keeping my phone on Do Not Disturb so I don't see the notifications is helpful. I want to see if Alma Negra is open. I listed that on my live. Someone was asking for recommendations for good coffee spots in Mexico City. A lot of people will tell you Buna has the best coffee in the city, and don't get me wrong, it is delicious. But I personally think that that's a tough one, because Buna's flat white. Listen to how Damon has me talking. I did not know anything about coffee before living in this city, and then Damon's been to visit me so many times, and I've sort of adopted his drink, which is a flat white. Anyways, a lot of people tell you that Buna has the best coffee in the city, and it does. A lot of people buy their coffee for gifts. But I really love Alma Negra. They're head to head for me. ¿Me puede traer un flat white, por favor? Con leche de... ¿Tiene almendra? Ok, eso está bien. Gracias. ¿Para aquí o para allá? Para llevarlo. ¿Puedo pagar? Now, this is part of my routine that I don't do often and that I don't recommend, which is having caffeine on an empty stomach. This is not it. I don't think this is good for us. I was just like kind of craving a little jolt, because I do need to get into a ton of editing. But don't do as I say, not as I do. And I find it's just super hard on the lining of your stomach. But what do I know? What do I know? So now we're gonna walk back to the apartment. Hasn't been that long of a walk, but I just like to get some steps in. And yeah, look at I just like, I'll never get over all the green. Look, I know I'm walking in the middle of the street. It's not the smartest thing, but the cars only come that direction, so I can see if they're coming towards me. Look at that. You see a motorcycle coming. So I'm trying to eat fully plant-based this week. Typically, I would have a piece of avocado toast with an egg, but I'm just gonna have these. This is the thing that I never know. Is this a sweet potato, or is this a yam? I believe it's a yam. Right? I will confirm when I look this up, but I'm gonna have just this with avocado for breakfast. I know there's no protein in it, but I just want something that's like plants. I'm rubbing them in avocado oil. Did I already say that? I think I did. And I'm gonna just put some salt and pepper. Cut these pieces off that are looking a little brown. Some salt and pepper on this and throw it in the air fryer, which I just preheated. I put some Himalayan, my hands are so oily, Himalayan salt crystals in this pepper shaker. So it's a mix of salt and pepper. And I'm gonna pop these in the air fryer. I'm off to Pilates with my friend Ayanda. I'm gonna start the day with a good workout. And then I have Japanese tutoring after with my homie Yoshi. It's gonna be a great day. I can feel it. And yeah, happy Saturday. Get into this walk. Get into this walk. Just finished our Pilates class. How do you feel?
Yes, we did. It was amazing. Misako was a vision, as always.
This is my
Just
motivation.
Her energy was uplifting.
Hello, konnichiwa.
Jacaranda season. As I was saying, it's jacaranda season and those beautiful trees are blossoming, or the flowers are blossoming all over the city. It's really nice to look at. I just finished my lesson with Yoshi. He makes learning Japanese so fun, and he's so supportive and like genuinely excited just for me, and I don't know, I just feel very motivated by him. I'm walking to one of my favorite cafes to read a new book I got, Children of Blood and Bone by Tony Adeyemi. I was looking for a book that incorporated this new, what would I classify it as? Like, just spiritual, a new spiritual interest of mine. And this was the first book that came up. That was a really beautiful moment. I really enjoyed taking time to just sit in the sun, read. I can already tell I'm going to fall in love with this novel. I think it's going to be an emotional read, but what isn't emotional for me? I am really working on trying to fix my attention span, or increase my attention span, and my focus. I saw someone online say, like, your focus is all you have. That is so true, and mine is currently trash. And I feel like I'm not able to tap into my full potential because of it. So I'm trying to focus on like watching more long-form things, reading. Now I'm on my way to have lunch with a friend who's in town with his partner. We're going to enjoy a beautiful meal together. This restaurant is like pretty difficult to get into without a reservation, but they've made one and they were able to add me, so I'm excited for this moment with them too. It's really a beautiful Saturday. Everyone is out. The flowers are blossoming, the sun is shining. What more could we ask for? Look. When I went to Oregon to visit a friend, one of our other friends put like city walking tours of like cities she wanted to see on YouTube, and she said that she likes to watch them often. And ever since then, I was like, I should try to incorporate more of that in my videos, because I think there are a lot of people who enjoy that like calming type of content. That's why I uploaded that vlog without any speaking, because I just wanted you to see the city without my voice interfering. And truthfully, I didn't have much to say. But I'm trying to incorporate more just like of my perspective when walking through the city in my videos because I think it's important. That is a beauty. Wow. Sunday morning, I went to the farmer's market. Now I'm on my way to a new yoga studio. I ran into my friend Lee on the street, and he teaches at this new studio, and he invited me to one of his classes this afternoon. And he said he was playing Beyonce, so I was sold. I loved Y7. If you live in New York and LA, you might be familiar with this hip hop yoga studio called Y7, and it was a hot hip hop yoga studio. And for me, when it comes to working out, any type of class or running, the music is key for me to get in the zone. And a reason that I don't think I've ever really connected with yoga classes other than Y7 is because I need upbeat music. Even when I'm doing something like stretching or yoga, I need the music to like really get me going. So I'm excited to check this class out. And yeah, I've just been feeling really creative and inspired this weekend. Oh, how cute. I have a YouTube video that I'm really excited to film. So I'm gonna do that after class. And also, I have a photo shoot this afternoon. So it's gonna be a beautiful Sunday mixed with a bunch of different things that I like. Yeah, I'm really grateful for this weekend. Also, it's on my heart to say this. You just need to decide. Like, changing your life starts with one decision, and you just have to stick to it. And I feel like that's where I'm at right now with a lot of things. My health, where I am physically, where I am in where I was in romantic relationships, where I want to be. I just decided that it was time for things to change, that I want and deserve better, and you stick to it. And I think that comes from a place of just being sick of being mistreated, never having what you want, and realizing the only person that's going to change that is you.
1, 2, and start.
Can you see all the colors in the sky right now? I feel like you can't. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at that. The camera is not doing it justice. It's so orange. Wow. I just had a great photo shoot with my friend Sam and a new friend Italo, and I'm excited to see the photos. It's just nice to have updated images of myself, especially as I'm like trying to build out a modeling portfolio and just get more practice. And I don't really feel like I have photos of myself that someone else has taken that I like. So I'm grateful that we got to shoot. It's been a really beautiful weekend. Been reminded of all of the people and things I love about the city, and I'm just grateful to have these moments and be making these memories. Just got out of our first Commando Bootcamp legs class. How do you feel?
Great. I feel amazing. Our adrenaline is high levels, high energy. Top 5, 10 5.
The best way to start the day.
Yeah. Oh, are we for the podcast?
For my YouTube channel.
No!
Yeah! There's so much stuff.
Y salen estos colores, mira.
Yeah.
Like she wants to go to a town?
No, she was asking like, wow. This is Yoshi, everyone.
Hello, Vido. But it's necessary to say this head of verb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna end this vlog, which is gonna end up being a culmination of many days of my life in Mexico City here. You got to see so many of my favorite people in this vlog and some of my favorite things to do, places to walk. I'm just so grateful for the community that I have built here. I feel so loved and supported, and I know that they'll always be here. Even if they're not here, they'll always be here for me. And this weekend and this past week was a real reminder of that. I feel like I can go into this next chapter, whether I come back or not, knowing that I have found people that I will know and love for the rest of my life. I've been like inside a lot, as I mentioned, really focused on just like career and planning for this next chapter, and so I just haven't been seeing everyone as much, and this was definitely like a beautiful social day. I'm glad that I gave myself this time and that everyone was available, and yeah, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for showing up for me. Thank you so much for being patient with me. Thank you so much for watching me speak with my crusty lips. And as always, thank you for being here. Bye.
Guess I gotta hit him with the update. Really with it, I ain't got a pump fake. Killer flow and hit him with the one take. Please tell me what's to them boys. I know they ain't talking about me.